Dimelang kaofela ke nna Mankobetje
Sorry,
Mokaka.
I was touching my hair weirdly. So sorry.
Sorry, that's my memory.
Remember last time you said
Zalang
pause,
memory.
you didn't tell me the color.
Okay, we're about to start.
Okay, yeah, boy.
Ready?
Yes.
Dimelang kaofela. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ke nna Mankobetje Mokaka, and as you guys can see, I'm in a different setup. I'm in someone else's home, and that's my friend Tariro Rudenya. She also has a YouTube channel, which will be, the link will be in the description box below.
Yes.
Say hi to the people.
Hola, niños.
How
What's
pretty.
up? Oh, stop. You're gonna make me cry.
Look at this face.
Guys, I'm just so honored to be here on Manko's channel. Super excited to be doing this.
Okay, so for those who do not know, I can't believe this is how I'm breaking the news.
Yeah, this is how it goes down. When you think you know, you think you know someone.
Oh yeah, I know this is my channel and I have coffee, but this is her place, so she doesn't want coffee, so that it doesn't look like
so it's not
I'm
like
a bad host.
Oh no, I'm having some juice.
Ding ding. Okay, so in today's video we'll be talking about things that we wish we knew before studying medical school. So we are both medical students. We've been in
We've
this
been
journey.
medical students for years.
Yeah, we've been in this journey for a while.
Really.
So yeah, we just thought it's the beginning of the year. Some people are starting med school. Some people are looking into med school. So we thought let's just share like a few things that we wish we knew before studying med school. So we're going to say some bad things and some good things.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Are we starting with the bad or the good?
Let's start off nice.
Okay,
start
good.
off with a good
To
thing.
give people hope.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, let's start with the good.
Okay,
She's gonna
so
go first.
I'm going to give you a really nice good one. It's this freedom when you go to university. I mean, when you go to med school, it's not as much as other people, but you have freedom. When you leave your parents' home and you go off to university, oh honey, that freedom,
Free as a bird.
girl, it is so nice.
That's true.
It's like that was the reason why I moved so far from home. Was because I wanted freedom. I got what I wanted, girl. Okay, you just realize that the world is so big and that there's so much to do, and that you have so much potential, and you can do anything. Like, oh, gumnandi guys.
Yeah, I remember after the first day of class, I came back like to my raised room, and I realized, oh, like that's it. Like I could actually leave campus and never come back for a week.
Yeah,
Nobody would say anything.
No.
I could just go. I think that was weird.
Right?
Because then I had to determine, there was no like after school sport or my aunt saying go study. Now I had to be like, oh my word, let me study.
Yeah,
let me cook.
That's what you do.
Like I was so confused with the free time, but you do have a lot of free time.
Yeah, there's so much freedom, so much free time. You can do whatever you want. I mean, there's this saying, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Also is a thing.
That's true.
Because it's so easy to get sucked up in all that freedom.
True.
And like, especially with the people as well around you. So yeah, freedom, but with caution.
For me, the first good thing is that medical school is not hard. And I say what I said. And what I say is what I said.
I'm leaving.
No,
guys.
hear me out.
What?
Hear me out. I feel like med school is not hard.
Word?
Because concept-wise, like the things that they teach us, concept-wise, you can grasp.
Okay.
Like, concept-wise, you can grasp. What's a lot is the workload.
Okay.
You forget much quicker. Like the amount of work that they need you to know in 4 weeks is absolutely insane. Like who will read all of those things? But sitting down and reading that disease is not a hard concept to grasp. It's not like in math where you didn't know how to factor or the calculus or whatever. Concept-wise, except a few things like ECGs and neuro. Other than that, like for me, most of the concepts I can grasp. I understand what's going on. I hear what they're saying.
Oh, small.
I hear what they say, but my problem is remembering it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My problem is remembering it because there's just so much to study. I don't have time to revisit the work. You can't study something once and then think, you know what I'm saying? So for me, if they explain what's TB, it's just an infection of the thing. There's no hard...
It's not difficult. Okay.
Yeah, the concept.
So it's not... Okay, the content is not difficult.
Yes.
It's just the amount.
The amount of it Yo,
which makes
it's
it
insane.
difficult. That's a plus, man.
No, but I feel like you won't spend 3 hours sitting and trying to figure out what do they mean by pneumonia. What are they saying is pneumonia? You will hear it's an infection of the lung, and that's just that on that.
Happening.
It's not like someone who's studying, I don't know, like engineering. When they're drawing all those bridges, honey, and that math concept, you might be like, what? But you won't spend a while being like,
what is pneumonia?
What is pneumonia?
There are answers to your questions.
Yes, literally.
Easy answers. Okay.
So, but now, few weeks down the line, remembering what's pneumonia might be the tricky part.
Okay, that makes
so
sense.
there's hope. So don't. It's
not that. That's actually really nice.
That's my experience.
That's a nice way to explain it. Really.
So the first bad thing.
Okie dokie. Weirdly enough, it's workload. I was like, the workload is
insane,
unbelievable. The thing is, you won't believe me if I told you. Like,
if we turn the camera around and they see your books,
you won't believe. It's actually almost inhumane. It's so much stuff that you have to go through. There is no time for you to do anything except for study.
Oh, tip number 1. Be comfortable with the fact that you're not going to finish studying.
And that's on period, eh?
You're not, like...
What is finishing?
Because what I had to be comfortable with is that I'm not going to finish. So as I go through the blocks, how we work at this university is that for like a month, like 4 weeks or 6 weeks, we focus on one system, like respo cardio. So what I had to make peace with is that at a certain point, I need to stop studying new work and start revising.
Go back.
And stop thinking, but I'm not done studying this year, I'm not going to finish.
Because you won't finish. And
you're not going to finish.
You have learned stuff, but you won't remember any of it at all. And then you might as well. Yeah.
The whole block. If you don't revise, you don't study the whole block.
That's so true. That is so true. Revision is key with a workload this large. You have to. The thing is, it seems like there's no time for repetition to go back because there's so much work coming.
I really hear that.
But you gotta make
at some point you have to stop. So the workload is insane. This is why I feel like also I don't know if you watch medical students from abroad, they really endorse stuff like Anki, where it's like a flashcard app, and you just every single day it keeps reminding you to revise because
that's nice actually.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So my first bad thing, I don't know if I should say this, considering...
You can say what you want to say to your channel with this.
Yeah, true. Doctors are rude.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be something really bad. That's the truth.
Doctors can be rude. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
You get really good doctors.
So nice.
The ones that teach you.
Yeah.
But your doctors can be rude.
Yeah, and disclaimer, they're just rude to you, not the patient. So they're good doctors.
Yes, definitely.
But teaching.
But when they teach you, like, they'll be like, what's this? You know, there's also doctors that you'll know your work and they'll ask you, what's this? And then you reply, they'll be like, what's this? What's this?
Yeah,
until you don't know anything.
For more and more and more. It's like, why
especially in internal medicine, guys.
It can be very, like I said, the theme word for this video is inhumane. It can be very inhumane.
Yeah.
It's like, you're supposed to be teaching me. You're not. You're like badgering me for something that I don't know. I know.
Because the thing is, you want to know everything. And some people are better at certain things than others. Like someone might flourish in internal medicine, I might flourish in peds, you might flourish in, I don't know, psych. Like, we don't all have the same strengths. And the thing is, normally this happens during a ward rounds where literally we are all standing around a patient. It's not just you, it's you, the registrars, the interns, other medical students, and they're asking you questions that I would get so much anxiety before hospital.
Yeah, because anxiety inducing.
Because now you can't answer in front of people. The worst is when they ask everybody questions and people are answering. And then when they get to you, you don't know the answer.
I don't know. It's so stressful.
And you're the weakest link of the group now.
Exactly. You don't want to bring down the group average.
So that's the first bad thing. Doctors can be rude to students.
They can be really inconsiderate of the fact that you're still learning. You're here to learn. You're not a doctor.
There's a reason I'm not a doctor. There's a reason I'm still in school, and even doctors, they don't know everything.
Exactly.
Like it's just impossible to remember everything that there is.
I think it just goes down to people being people sometimes.
Yeah. And sometimes I also feel like the work hours, like if someone was on call overnight and now they're on ward rounds and they ask you something that they feel like it's basic. They've worked for 30 hours. They're just asking you, how do you treat TB? And you do not know. They just lose it. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're tired.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but doctors can be rude. That's just something that you just feel like you shouldn't take it in. Like, don't internalize it. Yeah, you can go back and cry. Child, we came back and cried because doctors were rude to us.
Tears.
But don't, like, carry it to your whole blog.
Don't let it affect your self-belief.
Yeah.
Because then tomorrow you know the answer, but now you're scared
you can't say
because
it.
you're nervous. So just self-belief, that's it. Is the best way to overcome that hurdle. So back to a good thing, child, because wow. I'm glad we did it like this, good and bad. Ooh, it was getting very deep, child. It's fulfilling. Studying medicine is so fulfilling. You don't understand. I'm gonna cry. It's so good, guys. Like, guys, there's nothing better than like talking to a patient and they open up, they tell you their whole life story, especially if you're on family medicine, which is one of my favorite blocks. It's about the people, it's about biopsychosocial, so you get to know the patient not just as a disease, you're not just learning, but as a person. Like, you learn so many people skills, and you are so much more empathetic because you understand people's circumstances. People come in with like really bad complications of diabetes and like all these diseases and stuff, and it's just because of society, like they don't live in a place where it is conducive for them to be healthy.
That's true.
So getting to help that person, sending them to social work, sending them to see a psychiatrist if they need one, just treating the person as a whole human being and making their life better and seeing that change is absolutely fulfilling.
I think for me, my favorite is when like either like, I don't know, most of the time for me it's female patients, but they'll be like, that's so cute. I'm so proud of you and I'm proud of me. I'm just like, I'm gonna study for you, just for you. Like, you have those patients that really they're just amazing. You get patients who don't mind if you study on them, because as much as we are at an academic institution, those patients have a right to say, no, I don't want to be seen by a student. So I appreciate every single patient who lets you like be like, can I listen to your heart again? Can my friend listen to your heart? Can we all listen to your heart? Can the whole group listen to it? And they're like, yeah, sure, listen, yes, examine, yes, whatever. Absolutely love that. So
human beings are actually really nice. It's hard to believe in the world that we live in, but when it goes down to it, and you're treating someone and they're in suffering, like you can see the humanness of it, or just the purity of like just the need to be whole and healthy, and they're vulnerable, man. They are. Like, it's an amazing thing to do every day.
Yeah.
So that's my good.
My next good thing is, why did I put the... That's supposed to be on...
Oh, what is it?
Okay, but I'm gonna just skip to the other next good thing, is that time flies. Time actually flies, because when you think about it, you're in matric and you're like 6 years is long. And for some people it's 7 years, because here we have the extended degree program where you can do the degree over 7 years, and I know UFS does it over 5 years, but nonetheless it's still longer than other degrees. Average. And you might feel like, that is really long. But especially for people who start maybe medicine after having done another degree, and you're 25 or whatever the case might be, 6 years later you're what, 31?
Yeah.
My thing is, you're gonna be 31 anyway. I'd rather be 31 and a doctor.
And that's on per.
You know what I'm saying? So time really does fly. But I do know around 3rd, 4th year you get a little bit of a, because all your classmates from high school are graduating. People are getting their honors, and you feel like you've been stuck in the same degree. Medicine is long, but I think time flies much quicker. And also another discouraging thing is that if you fail once or twice, that's already 7-8 years. But don't let that phase you. Essentially, that's what I'm saying. Don't let time phase you. If this is what your dream, if this is what you want, if this is... It's fine, time will pass. Like, that's true. It really flies.
What's weird is I actually had what you did. We are so in sync.
We really didn't see this.
We didn't plan this. But my next bad thing was that, like, your peers pass you, and
I hate that.
It's so weird.
It seems like we started like.
Meanwhile, this is the first time we're hearing each other.
Because I don't want to hear her things.
Yeah,
I really
it's so weird. I saw it as like part of the bad stuff, because you're here for so long. And people get their bachelors, their honors, masters even, marriage, children, a car and a house. You are still fighting for an allowance from your parents or your bursary. You're still living in one room. Like, you still have a single bed. You don't know what a triple digit in your bank account looks like. Like, you're broke. Like, it just broke for 6 years. So that was the bad thing for me.
But you can feel stuck, essentially. You can really feel stuck in one phase. Like, now I'm so ready for the next chapter. So I just feel like you feel stuck. You feel like I've been in one phase of my life. Nothing is changing. Nothing is moving. Like, you know,
you want to see some
you
change.
do feel.
So that was my bad thing. But like Manko said, like, it shouldn't get you down because it's gonna be worth it at the end.
It really is.
Like, child, you're gonna be adored. You can't buy that.
Technically, you're buying.
I mean, technically, I was about to say. Technically, your butt is worth every penny, child.
My next bad thing is people are still low key competitive, so which is childish. But so if most people who end up, not everybody, so don't come at me. So most people who end up like maybe applying for things like medicine or accounting, whatever, they just are competitive from high school, like they want to be number one, don't. But you get here and you think all of that is done because everybody's gonna get the degree. Like, we are no longer competing. You know how when you move from matric to first year, there's only a limited number of people they take, which essentially is a bit of competition, and you want to be better than everybody else. But once you're here, they're not saying they're only gonna print 5 degrees. Like, if we are puzzle, like they're gonna print for you. The ink won't finish. They're gonna print for everybody. They're gonna certify. It's gonna be a real degree for everyone. But there's still people who like hoard resources, or they know something but they won't tell you, or they know the best doctor to do your OSCE with but they won't say because they just want to be the one to flourish alone. And I think that's childish.
It really is very childish.
You know, even now during NS, there was someone who was checking my marks.
No, you're
I'm
lying.
telling you.
Why?
I don't know. They literally were checking my marks, and I'm just like, why do you care?
Why do you
pay my fees? My aunt doesn't even know my marks.
That's upsetting. I'd be upset. Like, don't
check people's marks.
The thing is, if we're friends, actually, but why even ask, where do you
sit in? Again?
Oh, what is up with you and the seating positions?
I don't know. Guys? It's so nice, but then
then it just happens. Yeah, I know the feeling.
The thing is, I'm not even friends with this person.
That's the worst part.
We literally, it's the first time we're in a clinical group together. And I was so shocked the whole day.
What happened? What was the scenario? Oh, you
one thing about him, Agana Mashoni.
Oh,
he would literally be like, people. What's your name? And
no.
Did you promote? Did you get a distinction? Yeah.
What? Why would you
go? It was shocking.
I don't know. Maybe there is a specific group of people in this, in university that are comfortable to do that with each other.
Yeah, do it with each other.
Yeah. I'm not part of that group of people. Literally, because that's your business.
Why would you do that?
That is one of the most private things in life, actually.
Like, my thing is, okay, if you find out that I did better than you or worse than you, then what?
Then what?
Do you know
what I mean?
Then now you must keep out an eye for a competition.
That's just ego. But competing for what?
That's the thing.
Like, so ridiculous.
Just a reminder that there's ink for everybody. But we print a degree, share resources, teach people, give people tips. So that was my next bit.
And that's on period. Okay, back to the good stuff. Lighten up the mood, please. So my next good thing is that you build confidence with this degree. I think I'm just so confident.
She builds confidence. Confidence is gone. What do you mean?
No, you know what? Not within medicine. Not confidence in medicine, but outside things. The fact that I can do this. I feel like I can do a lot of other things.
Okay.
Like, if I can study medicine for 6, if I can hunk down and say, like, I'm not going to quit. And how many times have I thought about quitting? I can't even count, okay? How many times have I cried while I'm studying? You know, tears flowing, and you are just so tired.
So triggered.
But I do it anyway. The fact that I have that self-discipline, it gives me some hope, because I'm not disciplined in a lot of things, but it's like, okay, at least there's one thing that I'm doing. I clearly am passing.
That's so true.
Clearly I'm disciplined. So it builds a lot of self-discipline.
That's true, because like now when you think about, because for obviously this is not true for everybody, but for some people they knew, like even like before high school, that they wanted to be doctors. But whatever the case might be, the fact that you're like, I said this is my goal and I buckled down and I'm going after it.
Regardless
of what's happening.
There's like, so many distractions.
There are, and sometimes your confidence goes down in terms of like schoolwork, whatever, but you keep to it. That kind of affirms you to try other things in life. Like, I'm capable.
You can do anything.
I can do it.
Literally.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's like my thing. I'm hoping it trickles down into everything else. Especially when I get the degree. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, in life, what's going to hold you back? You study 6 years to become a doctor. What possibly can happen out there? like, and when you were studying, it's not just you had medical problems, like family stuff life
is still happening. Hey,
people are getting married or dying, God forbid. People are getting retrenched. There's job problems, financial problems, child. It's just a lot. So it just builds a lot of
things
and character as well. Discipline, character, and builds you up as a person. This degree.
This is the last good thing.
Yes, that was my last good thing.
My last good thing is that teamwork makes the dream work. I feel like you can get through this degree alone, but the beautiful thing about it is you really meet amazing people, aka you really meet amazing people. You meet people who want good things for you. You meet people who really obviously try to
curve.
Yeah, like analyze, like at the beginning, really analyze people so that the people that are around you, they want the good for you.
True.
So literally, you can build such a beautiful support system. You can have people who they genuinely want to see you flourish.
Yeah, that's
true. They genuinely wish the good for you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the nice thing about this degree. You definitely can't make it alone.
Yeah.
You really can't.
You
need people. You need a support system here, and you will meet some of the best people.
Yeah,
and I'm keeping some of
things in life.
I'm keeping some.
Hope I'm part of that, child. I mean, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off.
But no, definitely it's people that you feel like, but they must not live my life. Like I really want to do life with them.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. People want the same goal. Like people who are driven.
Yeah.
Who want nice things for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where you feel like in certain areas they're better than you, so you draw inspiration from them. Some of the people that I met here, that discipline is crazy.
Yeah.
I can think. And I'm like,
people are just popping up in my mind. I'm like,
I better step up my game.
That's
or
true.
They just how they carry themselves and how they live their lives and their mindsets and perspectives. You just grow and grow. It's true. Really beautiful.
It is nice, and it's a nice transition from high school to get here. You start afresh. You have a chance and a choice to
be
be who you want to be and be around the people that you want to be around. And grow in the direction that you want to grow in. So it is. We want it to end now, but it's been a nice.
We want it to
chapter.
end now, but it's been a cute chapter. It's been a cute chapter.
It's been really interesting.
But
what a journey.
Yeah.
What a journey. You must write a book.
We're finishing on the bad note. Oopsie.
It's fine. You guys will be fine. So my one bad thing, the last one, is the mental health toll that this degree takes on you. Oh,
I'm
honey.
so triggered, actually.
Oh, honey. It's a lot. It's real. I don't know what mental health issues or diseases and problems were until I got here. If we're being honest, keeping it 100. I was such a happy person. I was so put together. I was about my stuff, and matric is hectic, but I was still fine. But then I got here, and it was just a whole nother level of expectation. The workload, it goes back to that. Just always feeling like you have to be on it. There's feeling like you don't have time for self-care. Obviously you do. It's just a perspective thing. You make time for what matters most to you, and don't let anyone ever tell you don't have time for self-care, you don't have time to sleep. Child, you can do it and still pass. Okay, so it's the mental health toll for me. I didn't know that balance, that like I need to rest, I was just doing, and then my mental health was just like, what is mental health anyway? So that's the thing. But I mean, at least I'm sure at every campus they have support systems like psychologists and like therapists and stuff that you can go to when you're facing this kind of dilemma and how to deal with it, because it's a journey. But catch it early.
And along with, on that point, I don't know if it's just our campus, but it's so easy to get isolated because people are busy with like their own schedules. People study differently, others study best at night. Now you can go to a friend during the day because they are sleeping, or vice versa. You can easily get to a point where you're not socializing, and that in itself can also make your mental health deteriorate. Or you could feel like, I need to study all the time. You never go out, you never do anything. You either studying or you're watching series, which is both really unhealthy, and then your mental health down the drain.
You're alone, and you feel alone,
and you feel like people are too busy, and they're not, but you just feel like they're too busy to
be there for you, because you don't want to burden people as well. But that's a negative. Definitely, you need to have a really strong mindset, and yeah, when it goes down, reach out for help. I think that's just key.
People are so willing to help.
People are so ready.
I don't know about other, but especially this campus job, they will offer you tea and they will check up on you, and they will,
be there for you, buy you a snack or something. Yeah. Just, you're not alone. Yeah, and you'll be surprised some people are actually going through it when you talk about it. Especially with a degree like this, where you're not the only one who's suffering. Do you know what I mean? And people look like they have it together when they're like spitting past the ward round. Yeah, but most people go through a phase where it's like really down during the course. It's a long time. So reach out. You never know who you're gonna either inspire, help, or like someone who's gonna really help you.
Yeah, because some people really have good tips. They'll be like, oh no, you worry about what? Try to do this, or this helps, or you
learn so much by just being a little more open. I'm not saying like say everything, but just a little. If you're struggling, it's okay to say it.
Yeah, we tell I'm not okay.
Coffee. Yeah, you don't have to pretend. Yeah.
For me, my last birthday, I don't know if it's bad, it could be bad or good, depends on how you see it. Uni doesn't have to be the best time of your life.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be, because I had this thing of like, university, I'm gonna live my best life, I'm gonna but then mental health hits, school hits or whatever, and sitting where I am right now and they tell me this was the best time of my life.
No way. Actually, this could not be it.
This can't be it. So I put it on bad because you come with the expectation to have the best time of your life, but obviously you get disappointed, which is why it's a bad thing. But it's also a good thing in the sense that I'm glad this is not the best time of my life.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine if this was the
things will come.
I'm so excited for the future.
For the future, so uni you don't have to come here and think this is the best time of my life. This is when, I'm peaking. Also, how's it the best time of your life when you're broke?
And that's on her.
So I just feel like it doesn't have to be the best time of your life. There's a lot of growing that needs to be done. A lot of reflection. All of this. Just a lot of mess that needs to be done. Obviously, this is something that you'll still be doing for the rest of your life. But I feel like for me personally, the 20s is when I really was getting in knee-deep emotional trauma, mental health, like why am I the way I am? I'm doing a lot of internal work. So uni doesn't have to, you don't have to come to uni and feel like it has to be the best time of my life. I must be going out all the time. I must find the love of my life when I exit here. Not necessarily. There's just so much more life waiting after uni. There is just so much things to do. So it doesn't have to be. Yeah, whatever it is.
Time.
Yeah. If it was the best time of your life, we love it for you. If it wasn't, there's more life out there.
There's always more,
There's definitely more life.
That's good. That's
so that's the things that we wish we knew before coming to med school. We filmed a video on Tariro's channel, so head over there
the right thing,
and watch it.
Do the right thing.
The link will be in the description box. Please subscribe to her channel, like, share, comment, show her some love, but all the good things. Follow her on Instagram. Do everything good.
All the good stuff. Please, it goes a long way.
It really does. It really does. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for staying with us until this point. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Ciao.